Thursday, July 16th, 2020, and I feel like it would be awesome to, say some last words before I leave. In the last couple of weeks, I have seen the tweets, I have heard from several people. I've also seen some people who I expected a lot more from subtweeting me, and I wasn't ever given a fair chance to clear my name or explain my side of the story or verify whether any of the allegations against me were true or not. But I think it's all good. It's alright. To my family, first of all, I apologize for bringing disgrace to your name. I love you all unconditionally from the bottom of my heart. To my mom, I pray you stay strong. To my dad, he always said God will never give me a load that's too heavy to carry, but last 2 years have been the heaviest moments of my life. Actually, last 3 years have been the heaviest moments of my life. To my little bro, Ekene, I love you, man. I wish you hadn't grown super distant. To my sister, I love you so much, sis. You have great things in store for you. You're gonna be a very, very good person. To Ify and Dubi, I wronged, and who said I groped them, which hurts a lot. To the girls who posted the list, thank you for posting the list. Like I told you, Nani, I can't shoot the messenger, but your attitude to work towards clearing up accusations was piss poor. You denied me the opportunity to clear my name, and you refused to tell me exactly what I did that was harassment, even after I provided proof that I didn't harass this person. I reached out to them to apologize, only 3 text messages. And I never harassed this person, I never in any way harassed them. So nonetheless, you did what you had to do. Personally, I sincerely hope this whole thing opens up more conversations about how to deal with false accusations, what sexual misconduct, sexual abuse, sexual harassment really is, and opens more pathways to provide a more educated approach on this matter. As a society, we need to do better. I personally hope this is a learning process for all of us. When you see injustice, please speak up. So many people felt I was unjustly accused, and they reached out. Some people reached out to me, but they were scared to speak up. Mostly because they didn't want to get attacked, and they didn't want to be associated with the whole drama that this turned out to be. In your fight to become the voice of equality, do not silence others. Understand what a safe space is first before you claim to create it. Equality and separation cannot exist in the same space. Justice and equality work hand in hand. Sometimes being savage isn't the answer. I would have taken full responsibility for anything I did. It's that simple. I actually called Nani the other day when someone sent me the account that she posted of Sonata Jones saying I harassed her and I tried to clear my name. And I took responsibility for making jokes to her on Twitter. We never like had any conversation when she told me, hey, you need to stop this, this is uncomfortable. None of that. I was just blocked. And when I reached out, it turned out she felt I was harassing her by reaching out. So to everyone who reached out and tried to hear my side of the story, to everyone who supported me, thank you. It wasn't in vain. I just don't have much to live for. If you're reading this, I'm most likely already gone. I was actually going to schedule this as a tweet, but I deleted my social media accounts. Probably opened them before anything. Be easy and take care of yourself. You'll stay safe. Peace.
Hi guys, so I'm just going to give you a little backstory about this particular case. I am shaking. I could break down right now because this is honestly crazy. This young guy, Izuchukwu, shot himself dead in a suspected case of suicide over an allegation of sexual assault. A Twitter influencer named Nanichi Enes on the 29th of June accused this 23-year-old creative designer of harassment, not rape, as widely claimed by friends who were angered by Izu's demise. Izu had reached out to Nani to find out who he had harassed, but she had sworn to protect the ladies who opened up to her, so she refused to release the lady's identity. Izu was said to have been bombarded by calls from friends who queried him about the allegation. On July 17th, Izu, an Ambra State indigene, later tweeted through a crowdfire app that he had killed himself. He killed himself on July 16th, but the tweet appeared on Twitter July 17th. The app itself allows users to schedule their post. Obviously, as you guys saw the video, that was his suicide letter before he had committed suicide. Police was contacted for confirmation of the suicide, and an officer who did not identify himself said that there was a case of shooting which was handled. The public information officer told publication that Izu shot himself on Thursday, July 16th. This is crazy. He was a victim of what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The case is open and active, and no further information will be provided at this time. In a statement on Wednesday, expressed sadness of the death, describing it as shocking. So this is what the statement said. Sincerely, a part of us has been chipped away forever. Izu was a truly inspiring and kind-hearted young man who always tried to positively impact the lives of everyone he came across. He was accused of non-physical sexual assault, and his name added to an unauthorized sex offenders rape list. He pleaded for his innocence. Izu tried his best to reach out to his anonymous accuser and the peddler of this list, but his plea fell on deaf ears. He battled with the unimaginable pain of seeing his credible name and brand, which he labored to build for 6 years, go to waste over these questionable allegations, which go against his family and societal values. Broken by stigma of these events, he chose to depart this world. This is so heartbreaking. Now, whether Izu was guilty of harassment or not is still being widely debated on Twitter, because this is somebody who's anonymous. Nani was called out after Izu's suicide, and she released screenshots of chats between Izu and an anonymous lady to back her claim that the lady who reached out to her was harassed by the deceased. We're going to look at those. So this is what was released. Hey love, I wanted to add Izu, not sure of his last name, for harassment. His Twitter is legend_Izu. Back in early March, he hit me up on there and said he wanted to be my friend. He seemed so nice. I was like, cool. He told me he wrote poetry too and would exchange some. Then every now and then he would send me sexual tweets even though I wasn't interested, and I wouldn't, and never would be. And he knew that I wasn't. He wrote it off as a joke but continued doing it and making me uncomfortable. I blocked him on everything after the third time he did that. Then he started texting me from different numbers, harassing me and being angry that I wasn't talking to him. I finally stopped and blocked those numbers. This new bit of information divided Twitter users as some look at her side while some were still against her. Some have said the fact that an accused person committed suicide doesn't prove innocence. Others have said that it should have been a crime for individuals to publish names on people who have not been convicted by a court as sexual offenders. I'm just flabbergasted. I feel so heartbroken right now. This type of crime, guys, will ruin your name. It will ruin your life. And I spoke about this this list that was on Twitter before when I did a video on Justin Bieber's allegations, and there was a few artists that were exposed for some sexual assault. Why are people allowed to create Twitter lists? There is an actual legal list that sex offenders go on that is created, not by users but by the law. I just feel like, okay, yes, his suicide doesn't take away his actions and it doesn't make him innocent, but also the fact that he tried to reach out to her and the fact that he's not been convicted. Why didn't you go to the police? You know, why didn't the police handle this before you go and put someone's name? I don't know. I think this is something we need to talk about, because the fact that he felt like he just couldn't deal with it and he had to kill himself. This is a 23-year-old boy. There's some people that if you send me something that I feel like is inappropriate, I would just delete you straight away. Like, I wouldn't even entertain a conversation. For this to happen, there's a lot of things that are questionable. There's a lot of questions that I have. I'd love to know your thoughts, because maybe you can help me understand. Maybe if you know the story a little bit more, you can help me understand. I'm going to take time just to gather my thoughts properly, but I just wanted to share this first part, see how the engagement is, if you guys are interested in this topic, and then maybe we can just sit down together and we can just talk about it properly. But you guys, I need time. Like, this is insane. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.